So whenever you game your LeMay, yes, whenever you game your LeMay, I will teach you the right way to kick bottom when you play. It's time for Miks and Mike-tics. Blade Chimera. Not a bad Metroidvania with guns game. Quite enjoyable, actually. But Ladybug Metroidvanias just tend to feel a little too much the same. SMT, Synchronicity, Lotus War, and now this. So if you have those and feel $20 is too steep for another, I understand. If you drop the money on it and like Metroidvanias, I don't think you will be really disappointed with it. So I'm going to talk about a few things on this. I'm basically going to show you some good places to level up towards the end of the game. I'm also going to talk about some weapons that you're definitely going to want to pick up and abilities that you're definitely going to want to master. So every time you level up in this game, you're going to get an ability point, and your ability points can be used to unlock skills. What I highly recommend, the first thing that you want to unlock here is this ability here, which is Warp. You're going to see why you want to unlock Warp first, because Warp is going to save your butt. You have no idea how many times, both in staying alive and save your butt in time. After that, I highly recommend leveling up the abilities like Slide, Air Dash, Double Jump, things that are going to get you to higher and other locations over doing abilities that are going to unlock attacks, because this way you'll be able to cover more of the area faster, the map faster, and get you to better items quicker than you would if you weren't using them. Now let's start talking about what you want, the type of weapons that you want to get and where to level up. And I'm going to start covering this in the area where is basically, I want to call it your home base. And this is where you see what Warp does. So I am currently all the way over here. My goal is to get to here. So I'm just going to go ahead and warp, and boom, I'm there. And you can do this anywhere. You want to warp to, you'll see me use it more. But this is the first place, this home base area is the first place where you're going to find things to buy. The only weapon I recommend buying is the Atomizer, which is going to run you about 6,400. So you're going to need to grind for this, which is fine, because I'm going to show you a good place to grind in the beginning for a specific weapon that will basically kind of break the game and then keep the game broken as you go along. So let's now warp to here. And this is going to be one of the first areas you're going to run into after you go through your home base. And what we're looking for is a specific enemy that's going to appear on the next screen, which is this guy right here, the Hotoko. And the Hotoko will drop a weapon that is super helpful, which is going to be the Shooterkins. And what that's going to do is change, instead of you having to use like a sword for close combat, you can use those to throw. So this is one good place to grind. Just go back and forth and keep killing him until you get that weapon. And this is basically what they'll do. So you can still hit from a distance and not worry about any sort of ammunition.
It's like a futuristic Castlevania.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a Blade Runner Castlevania, I would think of, maybe.
Oh yeah, Blade Chimera, I guess.
Yeah. And then after you get that, there's a section, I know this is going to be hard to tell looking at the screen this way, where I usually grind, which is, I go to this section where you're going to see the level 1 door, the security 1 door. I like to go here and then just kind of walk out and just grind off of these two guys to get money. And that's how I raise the money to get the Atomizer first. And then I use that to kind of raise a little bit more money and buy like some armor and raise my levels here at the very beginning of the game. So once you have that shuriken and the Atomizer, you're going to just basically walk through a good portion of the game. But we want to upgrade these weapons. And with guns, the next best gun I feel to upgrade, well, actually I should also say you're going to want to buy the amphibious gun because of the water section. It's really the only gun that's going to work there. It's really the only damage you're you're gonna really want to do in the water. And that one runs, I think, about 700 in that same shop. When you get to the second shop, just buy the assault rifle, because the assault rifle has got a nice clip to it and will do some serious damage. And you're going to want to upgrade your shurikens at that point, and you're going to want to get chakrams. Now I'm going to show you where the best place to get chakrams would be. This is going to be in the underwater section, and I believe it's right here. Oh, nope, not right here. It's the other hallway that looks kind of like that. So it'd be right here by the where you can see the 2 save points. And what you want to do is drop down and then just kill this guy repeatedly, this Ame no Buzu. And he's the one that's going to drop. You know what? You shouldn't have done that. You just irritated me. Now I can't kill her. There you go. He is going to drop the chakrams as a random drop. So that will get you the chakrams. Those things will break the game because they're just like the shurikens. They basically are ranged attacks and they come out this fast. Another thing that you're going to want to look for is, and you'll find this in a random room. I don't remember which room it is, but if you're upgrading all your abilities to move around, you should get it rather quickly. And that's the ceramic saber, which does some good damage close up. But what these do is when you jump in and attack, you just kind of like lock on the target and then just rip them to shreds. So this makes a good boss fighting sword when you have to get up close and personal. But for the most part, you're probably just going to keep it on the chakrams so that you have that range and have either the Atomizer or the assault rifle as your other weapon. Now let's talk, you're getting towards the end of the game. This is where the talk really needs to start. And you want to grind for levels. To do that, the best place to do that is going to be in this, I believe it's close to the last section. And if you're following the map, this is actually the map where you start the game down here. And this section's above, and you'll be able to get to this later in the game. Once you do, this is where you're going to grind like crazy. So first thing I want to point out is there's a save point in this hallway, which I'll show the map so you can see where it is. You can use a save point, but don't forget, by then you'll have warp, so you can always warp to a save point. But this room here is where you want to go, the one I'm facing. In this room, you're going to run into Lucifer. And Lucifer gives you 100 experience per kill. If you have the chakram, all you have to do is sit here and throw the chakrams. And if he throws a snake, just use Lux to send it back. And he's going to die. Usually it's done a lot faster than that. It's just I wasn't able to hit him that time too much. And he's dead. Oh, no, he's not there. He's dead. That nets you 100 experience per kill. And you can do that relatively quickly. And he's dead. And I just got hit by that because I was trying to kill him fast. Sometimes he does that and he's dead. And that's 100 experience each time. Another place to get good experience is going to be up here. Let me warp in there and then leave out, because you're going to want to fight these androids. And there's a couple reasons why you fight the androids. The androids are harder than Lucifer, but you still just have to attack quick. And if you can, you should take them out before they attack. The reason why you want to move to these androids also when you're doing more damage is because they're also 100 experience, but they drop another gun. And that other gun they drop is this one, the Dragon's Breath, which is a shotgun. And once you have the Dragon's Breath, you can now grind even easier in the room right across the hall, where there's this big guy here, I believe it's Shenlong, and just walk in and boom, 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 he's dead. Walk in, boom, 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 he's dead. And this nets you also 100 experience per kill. So that's a few places to get your experience boosted up. Also to get you some really good weapons. And then once you have all the experience you need, just take that wart spell, go right back to the save point you want to go to, and call it a day. And there you go. That's all you need to know to just completely destroy Blade Chimera.